Join me. Today I invite you to see the latest natural disasters in one of the provinces of China. China, the third largest country in the world, has a vast and diverse geography that makes it highly susceptible to various natural disasters. Its complex topography, monsoon climate, and active tectonic setting contribute to frequent and severe events such as floods, landslides, earthquakes, typhoons, and droughts. The country's landscape is composed of mountains, plateaus, basins, and river plains, each with unique risks. China's terrain is dominated by mountains and plateaus, especially in the western and central regions. The Tibetan Plateau, the highest in the world, and the Himalayan mountain range experience frequent seismic activity due to the collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates. Earthquakes are common in regions such as Sichuan, Yunnan, and Tibet, where devastating quakes have caused immense destruction and loss of life. Landslides are another major concern in the hilly and mountainous areas. China's southwestern provinces, including Sichuan, Yunnan, and Guizhou, are among the most landslide-prone areas. The combination of rugged terrain, frequent earthquakes, and intense monsoons makes these regions highly unstable. Landslides pose a severe threat to villages built along valley floors and to roads carved into steep hillsides, which often become impassable following heavy rains. One of the most recent disasters occurred on February 8, 2025, in Sichuan province, where a massive landslide struck a remote village, burying homes and cutting off essential transportation routes. This disaster took residents by surprise, as the landslide occurred in the early morning hours when many were still asleep. Emergency response teams rushed to the scene, but the sheer scale of the debris made rescue operations extremely challenging. At least one person has died and 28 remain missing after a landslide in southwestern China, according to Chinese state media. The landslide struck Jinping village in Sichuan province at 11:50 on Saturday, burying 10 houses and trapping several residents. 2 people were rescued. Images from state media show a huge collapse of mud and rock from a steep mountainside, cutting through what appears to be a small village. Hundreds of emergency workers are searching for survivors, according to a statement from China's Ministry of Emergency Management. Around 200 people have been evacuated. According to local media reports, villagers have said large rocks have been frequently seen rolling down the mountain over the last 6 months. Li also said residents who were under threat should be evacuated to prevent another disaster. The AP news agency reports, citing Xinhua, 50 million yuan has been allocated from central government funds to repair infrastructure and public services, AP adds. The remote, mountainous parts of China's southwest can be prone to landslides. In January 2024, a landslide in China's Yunnan province killed dozens of people when a steep cliff collapsed and destroyed part of a village. At least 18 people were killed in a separate landslide in the same region 11 years earlier. The Sichuan landslide was a tragic reminder of the dangers posed by China's unstable terrain. Villages built in steep valleys and roads winding through mountain passes are constantly at risk, with landslides striking unexpectedly. As climate change accelerates and human activity continues to alter the landscape, the frequency and severity of landslides are likely to increase. Strengthening infrastructure, improving monitoring systems, and implementing sustainable land management practices will be crucial in mitigating future disasters and protecting the lives of those living in China's most vulnerable regions.